I was wanting to connect today with exactly how I'm feeling in this moment. What's happening in my emotional anatomy. And what I'm feeling is fire. I'm feeling heat and fire and energy. And what's interesting is that in the past, I didn't have the ability to understand how to play with my own fire. So my fire was either volatile and uncontrollable, or my fire was so asleep and repressed that I was being walked all over. Or I had put it so asleep and repressed it because that was more comfortable for me or for everyone around me. So what I'm learning is that by not understanding my own fire, I'm not really understanding my own power or my own ability, which then gives me a disability because I don't understand the impact that I'm making on myself, let alone another. I'm not understanding how that's impacting my own internal world, let alone another. So the feedback that I got when I was a child was that when I speak, I'm too blunt, or I'm too bold, or I'm hurting people. So I learnt to navigate my expression around the opinions or attitudes of everyone else. So what that meant was that my system was being governed by an external resource, a resource that I trusted to tell me the truth. But what I didn't realize was that that is just one truth and one reflection. And at the time I needed that because I'm a strong, powerful human being. And I'm so strong that I have this ability to be balanced and centered and to see things and feel things around me. And I'm not afraid to say them. But I became afraid to say them because I believed what these people were telling me because I loved and believed in them. And I felt that they had my best interests at heart. But what I'm now starting to realize is that the only interest they had at heart was a combination or a mix of my best interests, the stress of their situation, the projection of their past, just to name a few. So this doesn't mean that what they've done is wrong or bad. And this doesn't mean that I have missed out or lost anything in my life. What it's mean is it's just slowed me down. It slowed me down so I could actually really sense and feel into my impact on people, so that I could then choose the right forum and position myself in a way that I can say what I need to say and people can take it or leave it. They can get the information from me or they can say that's not for me. And then I don't have to put my energy into deciding whether this is right or wrong or whether I should do this or not do this, especially in the bigger world. Yeah? So this varies in degrees because I have a very close and intimate relationship with myself. I have a close relationship, an intimate relationship on a different level with my children. And then I have a close and different intimate relationship with my partner. So they're very close to me, which means they're very close to my rawness, my war, my eruptions, my calm, my peace, my everything about me. And they're the ones who are going to perhaps trigger me the most, or they're the ones that perhaps I'm going to use as comforters, or they perhaps are reinforcing me in my behavior, or perhaps they're scared to push me when I need to be pushed, or perhaps they tolerate me. All of these things that are happening in this minute container of my children and my partner gives me a close reflection and examination of how I'm expanding and retracting into the world. Yeah, how my nervous system is expanding and retracting into the world. So my hands are like extensions of my feelers and my nervous system. My hands are going to tell me how I play and handle the world. My hair is the history. It's the physical manifestation of my nervous system. Yeah? So just imagine someone brushing your hair and you having a knot in your hair and the feeling of that irritation or that, yeah? Whereas someone who is brushing your hair and you're not irritated. I've gone off track, but you get it. So the purpose of this is really, let me just ground back into it again because I went too high and I lost the point. It's interesting because as soon as I went too high and I lost the point, my fire went down. And now I'm landing in my hips. I'm feeling into my ocean in my body. I like to call it an ocean. And I've missed the point in myself. Now the fire's coming back up again. And I'm not looking at the fire as anger. I'm looking at it as love. And it's now filling my heart and filling my body with, I'm always here. I'm always here. Doesn't matter how far you go off topic or off subject, I'm always here. Now my shoulders are being filled up. So it's like I'm dropping into my own warm, electric, alive bath. Yeah. The emotional anatomy. It is the most exquisite and intelligent space that we can occupy. And I spend a lot of time in there. And I understand that for people listening to this, you probably don't spend as much time in there. So that's lucky for you, because I can then pull out the pieces of gold and you can go, oh, I get that now. And you don't actually have to go through the experience or the work. Yeah? Really funny. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed that. Or not, that's okay too. Ciao for now.